First, I must thank the members of the panel. We have greatly benefited from your erudition, your wisdom, your insights. But whether it is Dharma Sahitya or Dharma itself, it's a subject which has no limits. As I had said it today or the day before yesterday, that even people generally, when you read various books, then you get a bit confused. And even Bhishma Pitama has said, Vidam Chevam na vidame shakyam va veditu nava Anyan Chura Dhara Gariya Napi Parvatat Gandharv Nagara Kara Pirthamam Sam Dirashyate Anvikshya Mana Kavi Bhi Punargachat Yadarshanam. Whether we know Dharma or we do not know Dharma, whether it is knowable or not even knowable, Dharma is finer than the finest edge of the sword and more substantial than a mountain. On one hand, it is like the edge of a sword. On the other hand, it's like a mountain, very visible. On first sight, it appears clear and solid like a town. On a close look, it vanishes from view. So that is the reason why the word tapas has been used. Tapas means austerity. Tapas means voluntary acceptance of certain discipline. And in fact, Bhagwan Buddha, while on his deathbed, somebody asked him, give us some last instructions so that after you we do not go astray. And he said, Apo Deepo Bhava, be your own light. My truth may not be your truth. Find your own way. Find your own light. Find your own path. You have to navigate. And to give you an example which illustrates it, a Hindi poet has said, Kiran ji, mujhe time bata dijiye. I don't want to take long time. People are sitting here since long. A Hindi poet has said, Ram Maryada Purushottam, एक वाणी, एक वचनी, एक पत्नी. कृष्ण लीला पुरुषोत्तम, माखन चोर, चित चोर, रन चोर. Now both are avatars of Vishnu. So whom you will take? I mean, do you find anything? One is a stickler for rules. The other bends every rule. So, what is common between them? The purpose is same, but then what is common between them? The feature which is common among them is beautifully explained by Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Sakta karmani avidvasa yatha kurvanti bharata kuryat vidwan tatha asakta chikirshu loka sangarham. The common feature is neither of them was working, struggling not to serve his own selfish purpose. Whatever they were doing, whether they were sticking to the rule or one of them was bending the rules, they were doing it for loka sangarham, that is welfare of mankind. We all work hard to make a living, to make our family happy. That is our inspiration when we are working hard. Gita tells us that this shows that we are ignorant. We must work very hard, but our inspiration should come from doing good for mankind, not to pursue our selfish interest. None of them, neither of the two, was doing anything to serve personal selfish interest. So that explains, because we do not have only the concept of Sanatan Dharma. We have the concept of Yug Dharma. We have the concept of Kal Dharma. We have even the concept of Swadharma. It's a very dynamic concept. You can't draw rigid lines. Ultimate judge is your own conscience. No other authority. And your conscience surely tells you if you are doing something which you should not do, whether you listen to it or you don't listen to it, but your conscience tells you. There is a beautiful verse in Quran. Inna Allah yahulu bainal mar'i wa qalbi. Once I was invited by Rotary Club district. I spoke. The president of the club, when he stood up to thank, he said, Arif Saab, if I do not know your name, then I won't be able to determine which community you come from. So I want to know from you what you consider yourself. Then suddenly this verse came to my mind. And I told him, I said, sir, if you are doing something wrong and something pricks you from inside, then what do you call that? He had actually asked me, what do you believe in? So I said, what do you call that? When you do something undesirable and you are somewhere you feel the prick, what do you call it? He said, conscience. So I said, Quran calls it Allah. Because it says that, if I'm doing something, then I will say that my conscience comes between me and something undesirable which I want to do. Quran is saying it is God who comes between you and your unwholesome desires. So ultimate, according to every tradition, the ultimate judge is your own conscience. And dharma surely is not Mahabharata. It starts with a story, a dialogue between Janmejay and Astik. And what finally Astik tells Janmejay? He says, dharma is not about justice. Dharma is not about justice. Then what is dharma for? Dharma is about wisdom and empathy, compassion. Dharma is wisdom, because in different circumstances you are compelled to adopt different approaches. You can't do the same. We are not machines. We are human beings. We have to understand and appreciate the situation in which a person is placed and how he has been compelled to do something. And today science is confirming it. Science is saying that it is not the same hormones which are released in our bodies. Different hormones are released. Scientific study shows that those who have committed crimes, they had some particular hormones were released more in their bodies. Now if you are born with a defect in your body, can you be blamed for it? And my feeling is that won't take, the way research is going on, it won't take more than 10 years when our perspective even on the crimes and criminals is bound to change. You have sympathy for a person who is born blind. You don't hate him. You don't punish him. Similarly, if someone's body is releasing certain hormones which make him violent or prone to committing crimes, then we will have to take a different view than what we have taken today. Then, as I said earlier, basically, I had said earlier, that the literature which promotes the core values, the ideals, to me, core values of dharma, and dharma is definitely not religion. Dharma is a code of civilized conduct. When Dhritarashtra, Gandhari and Kunti had decided to leave the palace and go for Vanprasth, the Pandavas tried to stop them, but they stuck to their decision. Then, after reaching a certain distance, Kunti stood up. She stopped and she told Yudhishthira, Nirvat Sua Kuru Shresht Bhim Siya Divisa Dharmete Dhyatam Buddhi Man Sate Mahdastucha. She is explaining what is dharma of a king, of a ruler. She is saying, now go back to the capital, do your duties. Dharmete Dhyatam Buddhi. Your reason must be established in righteous conduct, righteousness. In your heart, mansate mahdastucha. And your heart should be big enough, broad enough to accommodate people of all backgrounds. This is the dharma for a Raja. So dharma is not something static. Dharma is a dynamic concept. And ultimately the Indian spiritual, India's religion is spirituality. Rituals and customs and karma kand and all these things, it's okay. Because this tradition recognizes the difference of the levels of understanding. Achintaya siya prame yasya nirgun siya sharirina upasaka namo siddhiyartam brahmano roop kalpana. Voto that one is formless, without attributes, you can't give any name to Paramatma. But everybody is not nirgun. But everybody is not mentally capable to appreciate that, to understand that. Therefore, for the convenience of the devotees, they have been permitted Brahmino Roop Kalpana, to give image to what they conceive of him. At other place has been said, Uttam Sahajavastha, Ditye Dhyan Dharna, Tirtiye Pratima Puja, Hom Yatra Chaturthe. The highest form of worship is Sahajavastha. where even your breathing becomes upasana. Not capable of that. I'm not able to concentrate. Dhyan dharana. Sit in meditation. I'm not able to concentrate even when I'm sitting in meditation. Then place an image before you. Look at that and concentrate on that. Even that is not helping me. Then go on home yatra. Visit pilgrimage centers. While traveling, you may understand the grandeur of the Paramatma. Basically, the purpose is Atma Jnana or Brahma Jnana. And if we, Adi Shankara, some of his compositions are so fascinating. They capture you totally. He says, Toi mai channe tereko vishnu, vyartham kuppasi mayas hishon, bhav samchit sarvatra stom, vanchase chiradya adi vishnutvam. If in this life, which is full of, how to describe it, so many things, tensions, complexities, everything, if you want to live peacefully, then unnecessarily don't tax yourself. The easy way out is that develop the capability of same-sightedness. Free yourself from attachment, from all the negative sentiments, attachment, fear, hate, anger, what Jain Sahib was saying, vitrag. Do that and you will attain, you will merge. While living this life, you will become Vishnutvam. You will become part of the Vishnu. Jain Sahib referred to two lines, Bhav Bijankur Janna. I think you will appreciate more when you know the whole story. Kumar Pal was the king of Gujarat, one part of Gujarat. Acharya Hemchandra was a Jain saint. Acharya Hemchandra was so erudite, that learned that he became favorite of Kumar Pal, which created jealousy in the hearts of other scholars who were members of the court. Once Raja Kumarpal decided to visit Dwarka, the other scholars of the court were very happy that now he will ask Acharya Hemchandra to accompany him. He will offer arti to the deity and then give the thali to Acharya Hemchandra because he has become his favorite. If Acharya performs arti, then his action will go against his own belief. And if he does not, then he would fall in the eyes of the Kumarpal. And they were anxiously waiting. And as they were hoping, same thing happened. Kumarpal, after offering arti, gave this thing to Acharya Hemchandra. Acharya Hemchandra took it in his hand. He said, Bhav Bijankur Janna Ragadya Chaimupagatayas Brahma va Vishnu va Hare Junova Namastas. Be it Brahma, be it Vishnu, be it Shiva, or be it Jinn. I have no concern with the name. I offer my salutations to the Vitrag Atma who has conquered himself. This is the spirit. The spirit is Lok Sangarham. The spirit is becoming. There's a beautiful Persian couplet which is inscribed on the main gate of the United Nations. Bani Adam Azai Yagdi Garan कि दर आफरीनश ज़यक गौहरन चूज़वे बदद आवरद रोज़गार दीगर उजूहारा नमानत करार तो गर मेहनते दीगरां बेगमी निशायत के नामत नहंदा. All human beings are as if there is one body and they are limb of that one body. It is not possible that if your right hand is hurt, your left hand should not feel pain. And if you don't feel pain when the other person is in pain, then you don't deserve to be called a human being. This is the spirit of Dharma. So we had a very wonderful discussion. We have greatly benefited from what our panelists have shared with us. Thank you very much. I have taken little more time. Thank you very much, everybody. Yoga Samasta Sukhino Bantu. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind.